Assalamualaikum, my name is Akif Nawaz and welcome to Literature with Khalil. In today's class, we're going to revise all the topics that we have discussed so far on sociolinguistics. So we'll be talking about all the MCQs that we can have, and all of them are very important. And along with that, it will be a kind of quick revision as well. So let's talk about one by one, and along with that, test your knowledge that whether you have understood all these concepts or not. So let's talk about one by one. So the first of all, we have that what is the study of sociolinguistics concerned with. So sociolinguistics, as we have discussed it, that sociolinguistics is the language used in a social context. Simply, we can say that the use of language in society is called as sociolinguistics. The next one is that a dialect that is used by a particular social group is called as, so we have already discussed it, that social dialect is the use of language by a particular group that reflects their social status. So the next one that we have is the term register. So register basically is a variation in language use based on the context or situation. Simply, we can say that the use of language according to the situation. So that is what we call as register. The next one is that pidgin. Pidgin language is typically develops into creoles. So first of all, we have pidgin, and then pidgin then develops into creole. The next one is that which of the following best describes a Creole language. So now this thing is a fully developed language that originated from a pidgin. So again, it's related to pidgin and Creole. We've already discussed all of them in detail. The next one is, what is an isogloss? So isogloss is a line on a dialect map marking a linguistic features. We've already discussed it as well, and I hope you all are remembering them one by one. Okay, then diglossia. Okay, so diglossia is the use of two distinct varieties of the same language in different social contexts. Again, isogloss and diglossia both are related to each other. The next one is, which term describes a language that has developed from a mixture of different languages and is used as a native language by a community. अब यहाँ पर अगर आप इसे ये साइड पे कर दे that used by native language by a community, then it's pidgin. But जब ये वाला part आ जाता है कि it has developed it develops its own native speakers, then it becomes a creole. The next one is, a sociolinguistic variable is a consistent linguistic feature that varies according to social factors. That is what sociolinguistic variable is. The next one is, Leber's study of the pronunciation of R in New York City is an example of research in sociolinguistics, because we are actually talking about the use of language in society or in a social context. So that's why the study of this word or the pronunciation of this word R is to be considered as the study of sociolinguistics. The next one is, a person's idiolect is the unique way of speaking, because we know that idiolect is concerned with personal vocabulary, with personal expressions, with personal sentence structure, और वो तमाम चीज़ें उसके background पे depend करते हैं, उसके education पर, उसके gender पर, उसके culture पर, etc. etc. The next thing is, code switching refers to. So code switching is the use of different languages or dialects in different contexts. So that is what code switching is, when we switch from one language to the other, or from one dialect to the other one in specific context. So that is what we call as code switching. Then what is a speech community? Now you have all these options. So speech community is a group of people who share a set of linguistic norms and expectations. Means कि community, because community is made up of people, और वो जो linguistic norms और expectations को क्या करते हैं, share करते हैं, एक ही तरह बोलते हैं, एक ही तरह उनका mindset काम करता है. That is what speech community is, but the focus is on the use of language. The next one is linguistic repertoire. Linguistic repertoire is basically the total range of language varieties used by a community. मीन्स के जब मुख्तलिफ लैंग्वेज वेराइटीज एक कम्युनिटी में बोली जाती है और उनका जो टोटल रेंज है, दैट इज व्हाट वी कॉल एज linguistic repertoire. The next one is which concept refers to the process by which a pidgin language develops into creole. जब pidgin क्रियोल में कन्वर्ट होता है, डेवलप होता है, दैट इज व्हाट वी कॉल एज क्रियोलाइजेशन, और इस क्रियोलाइजेशन प्रोसेस की वजह से हमारे पास क्रियोल सामने आ जाता है. And then we have already discussed decreolization, so don't confuse it with decreolization. The next one is when when speakers of different languages come into contact and a new language develops to facilitate communication, that is known as पिजनाइजेशन. बिकॉज यहाँ पर एक पिजन हमारे पास क्रिएट होता है, बहुत सारे लोग आपस में इन कॉन्टेक्ट आ जाते हैं एंड दे डू नॉट शेयर अ कॉमन लैंग्वेज फॉर कम्युनिकेशन, सो दैट्स व्हाई देयर स्टार्ट्स द प्रोसेस ऑफ पिजनाइजेशन, और उसके बदले में एंड पे हमें पिजन जो एक लैंग्वेज की फॉर्म है वो हमें देखने को मिलती है. द नेक्स्ट वन इज which of the following is not typically a characteristic of a pidgin language. Now we know that pidgin language does not have native speakers because बहुत सारे लोग आ जाते हैं, उनकी नेटिव लैंग्वेज अलग होती है, वो एक कनेक्शन बनाने के लिए एक लैंग्वेज को क्या करते हैं, डेवलप करते हैं, दैट इज व्हाट वी कॉल एज पिजन, और उनके नेटिव स्पीकर्स नहीं होते. द नेक्स्ट वन इज द ऑब्जर्वर्स पैराडॉक्स इन सोशियोलिंग्विस्टिक्स रेफर टू. ऑब्जर्वर्स पैराडॉक्स, ये आपको पता होना चाहिए, दिस कॉन्सेप्ट इज अगेन coined by given by विलियम लेबॉव, और उसको प्रोनाउंसिएशन ऑफ आर अगर आपको याद हो, उसमें एक एमसीक्यूज हमने उसमें भी पढ़ा था. सो ऑब्जर्वर्स पैराडॉक्स इज दैट द डिफिकल्टी ऑफ ऑब्जर्विंग नेचुरल स्पीच without influencing it. So that is what observer's paradox is. The next one is in sociolinguistics the term prestige refers to. Prestige क्या होती है? The social status associated with a particular language or a dialect. मीन्स कि हमारे पास एक लैंग्वेज के मुख्तलिफ वेराइटीज होते हैं और फिर उनमें एक वेराइटी ऐसी होती है जो कि प्रेस्टिजियस बन जाती है, और अगर वो कोई इंसान या कोई इंडिविजुअल वो बोले सोसाइटी में तो उसकी वजह से उनके सोशल स्टेटस का तयन होता है और उनको एक स्पेसिफिक सोशल स्टेटस दिया जाता है. सो दैट इज व्हाट वी कॉल एज प्रेस्टीज. सो that was all about the 20 most important MCQs regarding sociolinguistics. होप कि आपको ये सारे समझ आ गई होंगी, और मैंने इसको एक्सप्लेन इसलिए नहीं किया बिकॉज वी ऑलरेडी डिस्कस्ड वन बाय वन in detail, and you can have all these lectures on Facebook in the page of Literature with Khalil, and you can also have all these videos on YouTube. Just write down tutor time 1 to 4 and you will have all these videos one by one. So that's all related to sociolinguistics, and the next target is to talk about psycholinguistics in detail. So from now onwards we'll be discussing psycholinguistics, that what psycholinguistics is and what are the different things that we encounter when it comes to this specific branch of linguistics. So stay tuned with us, and still if you have anything to ask regarding sociolinguistics, so I would really recommend you to write your questions down in the comment section, and don't forget to like and share it with your friends and linguistics and enthusiasts, so that we have a productive conversation and learn properly. So that's all from my side. Thank you so much. We'll see you with the new video, that is sociolinguistics. Thank you so much.